What's going on, guys? Welcome to my review of The Witch Queen. I've been very excited to do this video, so hopefully I can get it out and everything goes well. But let's jump right in. So The Witch Queen, in my opinion, is probably the greatest Destiny campaign to date. That includes like the vanilla Destiny, Destiny 2 campaign, and then all the expansion campaigns Beyond Light and everything like that. Beyond Light was really good. I would say it's probably third, and then I would probably say the Taken King. Taken King might be first. I don't know. Taken King and Witch Queen are first and second, which is funny because they're, both strongly have to deal with Hive and Taken and things like that. But in my opinion, those are good. Wrath of, oh man, I forgot about the Wrath of the Machine. What was it? The Iron Lords expansion. So I don't know, but the Witch Queen is definitely up there, top 2 or 3 best campaigns in my opinion, and it is a full game at a $40 value. So the Witch Queen costs $40 if you just bought the basic version. And you're literally getting a full game of content. Like most games you pay $60 for, $70 nowadays. Some games charge you. And you will get like an 8-hour campaign and things like that. And, that's it. And then maybe they'll have some multiplayer, things like that. I'm talking about like Call of Duty and, Battlefield didn't even have a campaign. Battlefield, I can't believe, okay, I'm not going to go on a Battlefield, right? Because I can't believe they charge full price for that game. I'm trying to get my money back for Battlefield. But, anyway, so for $40, you're going to get a 10-hour campaign. I think it took me about 10 hours to beat the campaign on Legendary. Which, we weren't speed running or anything. We were exploring, taking our time, having fun. I was playing with some buddies, so, which is even better. If you play with friends, it makes the game 10 times better. Any game. So we're having a good time. And like I said, it's like a 10-hour, and that's just if you, like, basically run through the campaign and, don't do too many side things. And now here we are. We're probably 2-3 weeks, maybe a month later. And I'm still working on the side quests for the campaign. Like, I still don't have the exotic glaive because I've been doing other games. Like right now I'm working on Tiny Tina's Wonderland, Dying Light 2. I still want to do a review for that. Still working on that. And these are all games that take forever. It's not like an 8-hour game where you can just run through it, get done, do your review, get your review up. Like, you're going to have to put like 100 hours into these games to do a good review. And so that's what I'm trying to do right now. So I do feel like I've gotten enough of Witch Queen. Like I said, I've beaten the full campaign on Legendary multiple times, actually. And I've done the raid, and I have most of the exotics. I don't have the exotic glaives yet, but I have most of the exotics and everything like that. So I feel like I actually probably have close to 100 hours into Witch Queen already. So I feel like I've put in enough time to give it a fair and honest review. And like I said, it's one of my favorite campaigns of all times. It's up there with Taken King, Beyond Light, the Wrath of the Machine. I can't remember what that expansion was called, but I know the raid for that one was Wrath of the Machines. And that was, oh man, I loved that DLC. So it's up there. You're going to get the content for $40. You're going to get way more content than even most full-price $60 games give you. Now, I got the $100 edition, which comes with all the little extra perks and things like that. You don't have to get that. It really doesn't, I feel like it really doesn't give you that much more. Like, I got like I think a ghost shell or some shaders, maybe a sparrow ship or something. Like, things that I don't even use. I've never used this stuff. I have been told you have to get the $100 edition to get the Austria Strega. I don't know how much truth there is to that. I probably should have done some research before making the review, but that's such a small part of it that it's not a big deal. So maybe that might suck because the Austria Strega is a gun that I've actually been using quite a lot, but it's not a deal. But like 99.9% of the time, especially for raids and boss fights and things like that, you're going to be using a heavy exotic anyway. Like, I used the shit out of my Galahorn for the whole campaign. Then once you get the Parasite, you're going to be using that and things like that. So, that's not a big deal, I feel like. For $40, I would just get the $40 version if, you're balling on a budget or whatever. And it's not going to take anything away from your experience. So, like I said, for $40, you're getting more than what most games offer at $60 or $70. So really good value, really highly recommend it. And if you wait, because it usually doesn't take that long, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, at some point this expansion is going to either go on sale or be part of Game Pass or whatever. So you could wait and even get it for free. So, like, this is an incredible value at free. Fuck. Like, I'd gladly pay I would gladly have paid $60 for this. Like I said, I paid the $100. So, to me, every penny was definitely worth it. I can't rant and rave enough about the new campaign, the new exotics, the new everything like that. And of course, that came with the $100 version came with all the seasons too. So it's actually, you probably actually save money if you plan on doing the $40 DLC and then keep buying all the seasons. That's going to be around $80. So, I mean, really, it comes out about the same, I think. So yeah, if you plan on playing the rest, all the seasons out, and you actually have to, if you're going to pay for the seasons, make sure you're able to and have the time to grind the seasons, because that's your money. You want to get what you pay for. And if you're not able to play, you're not going to be leveling up your season pass. You're not going to get what you pay for. So, you know, that's one of those things you have to make sure you have the time dedicated so you'll actually be able to complete each season pass. So you don't want to waste your money. So yeah, from all that standpoint of view, I absolutely love the DLC. If I was just grading it on the PvE side of things for the DLC, I would have to say this is easily an 8 or a 9. Probably a 9. It's up there. I want to give it a 10, but I don't ever give anything a 10 because 10 means there were no problems at all, and every game has little issues, even though I don't know if I can really find too many with this actually. Like, no lagging issues, none of that. It's very well done, very polished. You can tell that it's a Bungie game. But I have to include PvP, and that's where it gets tricky, because I feel like PvP in Destiny has been neglected so hard, and this was a really good chance. I say this every DLC, but this was a really good chance for them to come out. You should, okay, if you're only doing a major DLC once a year, like most games do 2 or 3 a year, sometimes I think Call of Duty does like 4 DLCs a year, and they add PvP maps. You should be able to, with no problem, if you got to take a small team, a small dedicated team, just to make PvP maps, whatever you have to do. And it's, okay, so let's not go too much on the tangent. But they need to be bringing at least 4. At least 4, I would say if you're only doing it once a year, 8. We should get 4 to 8 brand new PvP maps with each major DLC expansion. And we need more PvP content and things like that. Right now, Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris, to me, in my opinion, is very stale. I'm burnt out on PvP. I've played all the maps 1,000 times. It's always the same weapons that everybody runs with that dominate the matches. It's always, like right now, everybody's running around with shotguns and invisible hunters. And it's like, yeah, on the same fucking map. I've been playing since vanilla Destiny 2. Like, what the fuck, Bungie? This is not fun, okay? And so, PvP is like, if it's out of 9, and PvP is technically half of your content, and you didn't do anything with it, I would have to give you a 0 for PvP, which would bring it down to like a 5. So, I'm not going to give it that low, okay? I love the Witch Queen. They need, even though, and this is coming from someone that's not a big PvP player. I don't play PvP hardly at all. Like, if my buddies want, get a full squad together for Trials or a full squad together for Iron Banner, I'll do it. But I'm not the kind of guy that just will go and play a random, like, control match or anything like that. Like, if it's for a special quest or something, I'll play PvP. But other than that, I ain't doing no fucking PvP in Destiny, because that shit is toxic as fuck, and I like my sanity. I like my blood pressure to be where it's supposed to be at. I don't need no heart problems or stress or anything like that. So I stay away from PvP. And so coming from a non-PvP player, and I'm saying that the PvP in your game is total shit, and you need to do better, and you need to be creating content for it, that is saying something. That's really saying something. So yes, Bungie, that's my piece on it. You have to do something. You can't have PvP in your game and never upgrade the maps. Never come out. Even, like, there's Destiny 1 maps. This is where I was going to go earlier. So there are Destiny 1 maps that I've absolutely love, and that we haven't been able to play on in years unless you go back and play Destiny 1. And it's like, you could literally just port that map into Destiny 2. You wouldn't have to do much. and call it a new map, at least it would give us something different to play on. Like, I am so tired of looking at these same maps over and over and over again. Just give us something different. Anything. Just give us a fucking big box green room and let's run around and shoot each other there. I don't give a fuck. Just anything, something different to look at than the same shit I've been looking at for like 5 years now. And I would be happy. I might go back to playing more PvP. I don't know. I'm not going to make any promises. But I'm just over it. I'm done with that. So, if you take the DLC as a whole, the PvE stuff, the campaign, all the exotics, the new gear, everything like that's absolutely amazing. PvP is total shit. I would have to say overall, I'm still going to give it a 7. It was so strong. Like, the campaign's so good, so strong. Everything's so nice and crisp. Like I said, there weren't a lot of bug issues or anything like that. Don't get disconnected a ton. It's very smooth gameplay. Very polished, especially considering like big title releases we get, like Battlefield 2042. So you compare a $40 Witch Queen game, because Witch Queen literally is like its own. Like, I know it's Destiny 2 Witch Queen, but you're literally getting a full game value for $40. So you compare a full game value of Witch Queen for $40 to a $60 or $70 game for Battlefield 2042. They literally had no content at all. It had no campaign. And the PvP was unplayable. So you literally paid $70 for nothing. Yeah, I would still have to say the Witch Queen is up there. For me, like I said, for me personally, I would give it a 9. If you really love PvP, I could see where you would say it's like a 6 or 5 even, because they didn't give you anything. Like, what the fuck? They give you nothing new to play. I mean, you got new weapons and things like that, but it's not enough to really make up for it. So that's where I'm at. I'm at a 9 with it. I could see if some other people were at our 5 or a 6 or whatever. But for me, the Witch Queen was amazing. The raid was... I love the new raid. I'm a raid nerd. I love raids. I just play them over and over again. And this raid was really cool. Had some newer mechanics that, every raid does though. Every raid introduces new mechanics that we have to figure out. But this one was really well done. I haven't seen all the raid armor yet. And I don't even know what the raid exotic is yet, because I don't want any spoilers. I want to wait till I actually get it. Because with like Eyes of Tomorrow, it took me 56 clears to get Eyes of Tomorrow. But I had already seen it. I knew what it was. And so I wasn't actually that excited to get it. I've never seen the new raid exotic. And I have no idea what it is. I don't even know what kind of gun it is. I don't know if it's a rocket launcher, SMG. I have no clue. I don't know anything about the new raid exotic. So I'm really hyped to get that still. But yeah, I don't know what a lot of the armor looks like. I've gotten a few armor pieces. I've gotten some like Warlock Gauntlets, some Hunter boots, things like that. I have the fusion rifle, the pulse rifle, and the heavy. I think it's the heavy fusion rifle, something like that. Linear fusion rifle maybe. And I use the shit. The pulse rifle and the fusion rifle, I use the shit out. Those are the two main guns I use in the raid. So I absolutely love those weapons, and I usually run like the Parasite or the Fallen Guillotine or something like that. So the Parasite. Let's talk about exotics. I don't have any of the new exotic armor yet. Well, no, that's not true. I have the Warlock Gauntlets. They give you 2 freezing grenades. And those are awesome. I actually used the shit out of those for the first couple weeks, especially beating the campaign, because you could literally have 2 turrets up at the same time, which really helped for the day 1 raid race. I used the shit out of that for the day 1 raid race. So those exotics are awesome. The Parasite is amazing. It does amazing damage. I do wish it held more, because right now the Parasite only holds 7, I think, if you don't do anything to it, no mods or anything. Don't put on whatever backup reserves or whatever. So I do think they need to tweak the Parasite and make it. I'd probably make it able to hold like 15 would be nice, because it's a grenade launcher. It's not a rocket launcher. It's a grenade launcher, which means, but it smacks though. It smacks like a rocket launcher. So I can see why they did that. The Dead Messenger, I absolutely love. I love the fact that they made another weapon where you can change its elemental type. Yes, please, give us more exotics of those. So now we have an auto rifle, and we have a grenade launcher. We need more weapons where you can change the elemental type. that would help out so much, well, with different elemental burns and things like that. So the exotics for the Witch Queen were amazing. Like I said, I've already got a campaign. And then the one part I completely nerded out is when we get to see, what is that? The Witness. We actually get to see the Witness, and I just lost it. Like, I nerded out so hard. Like, does the Witness look like Megamind? Like, as soon as I saw him, he looks like Megamind, but with like all these floating faces coming out of his head, which is really dope, man. I love how much different the Witness is from every other enemy we've ever seen. Like, the Witness looks just so clean and crisp and very sophisticated, very intelligent. Just totally opposite of all the bad guys we've ever gotten. So, yeah, I absolutely love the Witness. And, so yeah, the raid, everything like that. I absolutely, like I said, I lost my train of thought. But everything about this, I love. And for $40, you're not going to find a better value. I don't know if you could tell, but nerding out, I absolutely recommend if you're a first-person shooter, you love the genre of, like, you know, sci-fi. I can't really, it's not horror, but sci-fi adventure kind, I guess, a game. And I guess it's technically an MMORPG, but I would not say it's an MMO. Now, I mean, I guess technically it's an RPG. I wouldn't call it an MMORPG. But that's my sense. Like I said, I would give it a 9, especially for the value. For $40, easily a 9. And that's me. That's my overall opinion. So that is my full review, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, make sure you check it out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm the one and only Z. Bye-bye.